this is our first podcast on our new home here. I ordered a double.
Oh, the Dylan's like, I want a triple.
And Dylan's like, I want a triple. And then you're like, okay, we'll take 2 triples. I was like, oh, you're doing one? And then you ordered a single. I was like, oh, you ordered me a triple.
Yeah, that's right. You cover 3 hours and 45 minutes home, 4:45, 5:45, 6 hours. I'm like, what is going on? Because it was on the California side.
Okay, that's accurate.
It was on the California side. I bet you if it
That's
happened on the
accurate.
Nevada side, they would have yanked that thing over there.
Oh, yeah.
They would have cleaned that thing up. Thing would have been out of there in probably 25 minutes.
Oh, yeah. And we got our Motobuilt belly kit for the donkey.
And
Motobuilt belly kit for my Jeep.
ooh, big day yesterday.
So we're going to be busy.
We got some work to do, baby.
2 Jeeps down. So
No.
mine, I'm going to be ripping all the links out of mine, cutting all the links off Axle's side, putting the belly kit in it. I'm going to remove all the shocks, lay the Jeep as low as humanly possible. What's up, guys? I'm Kyle,
And I'm David.
and this is episode number 12 of the Underground Pod.
Number 12? I thought it was number 11.
No, 11 was part 2.
Oh,
So,
11's part 2.
For us,
This is number 12.
This is technically 12, but for us, this is our first podcast on our new home here. For
That's
them-
correct.
For them, it'll be the second because 11 would have been the first one technically on that
So
channel.
this is the first one that we're recording for the new channel.
Yes,
So we should start there.
we should start there because that's kind of important. Because
Big time important.
Maybe they're freaking out.
I hope they're freaking out. That means they're paying attention. That'd be awesome.
So as you guys, I'm sure you can tell, we're now on a different channel. The reason we did this is we were flipping through YouTube on the TV at home, your house, and you kind of panned over the Underground Fab page. And when you did that, all we could see across the entire, what is your TV, a 90-inch TV?
Something like that.
90-inch TV was podcasts. Now, we love the podcast, but we don't want the podcast to overpower the YouTube videos.
Right.
And when we opened up the YouTube on the TV, it was like 6 episodes of the podcast for 1 or 2 episodes of the donkey build.
Right.
So that got us kind of thinking that we should separate it. So nothing is going to change with the podcast. They're still going to come weekly. They're still going to be the same deal. Nothing changes with the exception of it's on a different channel now.
Right. And we're still going to put all the effort into the podcast. This is our baby.
Yep.
We should have probably come out of the gate with this the first time around, but it's like anything else, right? We're learning as we go. And I think too, it's just from, some of the feedback we've been getting and just from looking at our watch time and stuff in YouTube, there's some people that they're more interested in the build side of it
100%.
than the podcast side of it.
And I think the build side, like the YouTube side, is always going to be bigger.
Oh, I do too.
But
Yeah.
I think that it's crazy too, because like YouTube will, from what we're learning, because we're new at this, obviously, there's an algorithm that pushes your content. Same on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, everything. There's an algorithm, and you don't know what the algorithm is for the most part. But if you can check the boxes that they want you to check, your stuff gets pushed.
Right.
If it gets pushed, you get views, you get subscribers, on and on. One of those things is watch time, and that's where our watch time is really important. Now, you're never going to have 100% watch time. So if you have an hour-long video, you're never going to have everybody watch it an hour through, because some people will click on it that have never seen your page before.
Jump in,
Watch-
jump out.
Yeah, jump in, jump out, and that's fine. So YouTube wants to see, I think it's like 20% average watch time. So because our podcast was on the YouTube channel, any new subscribers that would have been coming in that have never seen us before, if the first video they click on is a podcast and they're like, not into a podcast, they go down an episode and it's another podcast.
There's going to be 4 or 5 podcasts.
Yeah, 4
before
or
there's
5
a video.
before there's a video. And then they're like, oh, this is just a podcast channel. So that's kind of the thought process behind this.
Right. And again, like I said a few seconds ago, I think we're going to have 2 different audiences.
100%.
And that's cool. And personally, I think it'll take a little pressure off the podcast, because I think the podcast we're going to get into our lives and our stories and things that we like to do. And
We were trying to appeal to 2 different audiences
Yeah.
on the podcast. And you're like, we didn't want to chase away the build people from the podcast, but it's a different audience.
right. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So if you chime into the podcast, you're clearly to some extent interested in us.
Right.
So we can now that it's separate, like you said, it's less stress and less like we don't feel like we have to, okay, every episode we need to now donkey update. Because the 2 episodes we did that I thought were fun, that were not car related, or at
Tanked.
least not all the way through. Yeah, one of them got like 35 views.
Right.
How is that possible?
Right.
So at least with it separate now, we can kind of grow a separate audience and we can have fun, still touch on all the things we touch on, but we can have that episode here and there where it's, you know, hey, like this weekend, we're going to go whitewater rafting. We can touch on that stuff a little bit more
Right.
than just the entire episode being about the donkey.
Right. But we'll always on the podcast, we'll always give you an update of what's going on
100%.
with the donkey. And yeah, we'll keep you going on that. But I think moving forward on the podcast, like you said, this weekend we're going camper. We're going to go whitewater rafting, and we're going to do a podcast from the Kern River.
Yes.
So I think that'll be fun. Maybe we can get Mom, maybe we can get Katie to say hi real quick. Melissa, Dylan will be there. So that's going to be like the personal family side of us that, you know, we really want to kind of grow that audience on the podcast. And then, like you said, on the donkey build and on the other builds we're going to do, that's going to be that is just it's apples and oranges.
100%.
And
you get a guy that's hardcore into the Jeep thing and want to see us fabricate. They're not going to care. Not that they don't care about us, but they're not going to sit there and watch a video of us sitting by the river talking about us camping.
Right.
Some people will. Probably a majority won't.
Well, and I think
different audience.
And I think a perfect example of that is, you know, as you guys know, we're big Peck Brothers fans. And if you look at their build channel, they're over 300,000 subscribers.
Right.
They started a podcast, I think once they hit like 100,000 subscribers or something like that. They started a podcast, separate channel, and they've got, well, roughly 12,000.
Wait, it was when they hit 100,000.
I think it was 100,000 is when they did the podcast.
They just hit 300.
Right.
They've done 25 episodes. So it's been roughly 6 months.
That's
so in 6 months. Now it took them a little bit to get going on it. So let's say they started at 150,000. So they've doubled their subscribers in 6 months.
Never thought of that. Yeah. They're jumping up, dude.
Wow,
they're
crazy.
moving.
That's crazy.
They're moving. But I think my point is that just goes to show you that all 300,000 people didn't come over to their podcast.
Right. They all know about it.
Oh yeah,
they talked about it.
And we did.
Right.
And but their podcast channel is very different. They I guess it's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
They touch on what they're building, what's going on, little teaser, hey, go check out this channel. But their podcast, they talk a lot about their family. They've been on vacation on their podcast and that kind of stuff to show that family side and that human side of them. And that's originally when we started this podcast, what we were going to do. I mean, if you go way back, 2 years ago, when we did the first podcast that we'll put out there one of these days, you know, it was just us talking smack and it was family stories and it was really fun. But it's going to be fun to those people who know us. None of it.
None of it.
We never even talked about
it. I think like the main topic of that episode was our first cars.
It's exactly where it was.
And it was like an hour and a half. And I think the first car thing was like 20 minutes.
But we ordered food. We ordered DoorDash.
Yeah, we ordered DoorDash. We were all sitting there eating tri-tip sandwiches.
We were eating tri-tip sandwiches, but that's cool. And that's what the podcast is going to be about.
Oh yeah.
And really get focused in on the other channel there with the build stuff. You know, we worked on it. We worked on the donkey tonight. You can see it behind us. We had a good night tonight, a good push. We're really I'm trying to get the video side of it down. We got a mic for our camera now, so the audio should be pretty good. And so it's kind of like you got to literally put on a different hat for like what we're doing here right now than what we were just doing 30 minutes ago.
Oh, I know. What's funny because like you can't see it on the camera, but like I'm full of like metal shavings and
we're filthy
and filthy dirty.
We're filthy.
Literally, we're just working on the donkey.
Literally. So welcome to the Underground Pod. So that is the channel on YouTube where all the podcasts are going to go. And Underground Fabrication, that's going to be the main channel, and that's where all the build stuff's going to be. The donkey,
wheeling,
the mini deer, anything that really has to do with off-road fabrication and building stuff will all be focused on the Underground Fabrication page, correct?
Yes. Underground Pod is going to be strictly the podcast.
Right. So for you diehard fans out there, we do need a favor.
I was just going to bring this up too.
Were you going to bring it up?
I was.
Jump over, subscribe to the Underground Pod. And if you can please go back on there and re-listen to it, just play it in the background because you've already listened to it. That's cool. Just play it in the background. Give us that thumbs up. Give us a comments. That's going to help us on that channel, grow that channel. So for those of you who care about the podcast, you know who you guys are. If you could just jump over there real quick, subscribe to it, and just play those videos all the way through for us. That'll help us a lot.
You guys can daisy chain the videos. So if you go to the video, you can like if you like, let's say let's say you're gonna help us out and you're gonna go back. So you go back to episode 1, because on this channel I've gone through and I've re-uploaded all the videos. As you guys can see, though, they probably got like 5 or 10 views on them and no comments again. So we're starting over. Now, if you guys can just go to, like, say hypothetically episode 1, and then when you're watching that, episode 2 should pop up somewhere on the right side under suggested. There should be, I think it's 3 little dots. If you click it, you can click play next. And then you could do it to episode 3, play next, episode 4, play next. So you
just
can
let it roll.
in like 5 minutes, you can set it all up. And then you can literally just put it on your phone. And if you're gonna go take a shower, go to bed, eat dinner, set it up on your phone and just let it do its thing. And it can go for, well, there's 10 episodes. So some of them are long, some of them are short. So at least
10 hours.
At least 10 hours.
Yeah, at least 10
so just
hours,
let
yeah.
it go. You know, you're at work, whatever. That's kind of what we do too, is we'll just, when a new one comes out to help our watch time, we'll put it on and we'll listen to it on the way up to work, or we'll just put it on our work computer and let it play. So that'll help us tremendously get our average watch time up and hopefully give this channel a little boost out of the gate.
Yeah. So I guess that's a big change.
Yeah.
So super excited. But again, we're committed to the podcast. We're committed to the build side. You know, each week we learn, each week we get a little better. And I think that this is the right thing to do. So the podcast will eventually fall off the Underground Fab. You're going to pull those off?
By the time this is out,
They'll be
will
gone.
have already been gone from Underground Fab.
Okay, cool. All right, good.
Yep.
All right.
So yeah, by the time you guys are watching this, listening to this, whatever you guys do, it'll be gone. Oh, on that note, we're also working on getting the podcast onto a streaming like podcast app. So for the guys that listen to it in the car or whatever, totally get it. YouTube can be a nightmare in the car. It'll go up on, and I don't know which platform yet, maybe multiple. I don't know if it'll go up on like a Spotify. I don't know if it'll go up on Apple Podcasts, some other app. I don't know. It will end up on another home as well as YouTube. So
yeah,
you
that's
guys can
the
listen
next
or watch.
That's the next puzzle piece we want to plug in.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, so we're caught up there.
Yep.
Yeah, so we've had a good week, man.
And we did something last weekend.
What did we do last weekend, Kyle?
Last weekend we
well,
went
first of all, hold on. We should tell our 8 fans out there, because that's all we have, I think, right now, subscribers. We're missing Dylan.
Yes.
Again.
They're used to that though.
I know, but this should be the last one. Dylan's got finals. It seems like he's been in finals for like 6 months. He's been
in finals for 5 years.
Well, we just found out the other day he's been in college for like 5 years, and he's still got 5 years
He's
to go.
just now transferring.
Good Lord.
And he's not going to school to be a doctor.
Oh man. Oh man. But today's Wednesday. It's donkey night. He had a final today, had a final tomorrow, then he's done. So he'll be back next week, strong with us again.
At least for summer break.
For summer break, yeah. So we're going to do one from the river this weekend, and then he's going to be locked in, and so be back to the 3 of us for probably hopefully 5 or 6 episodes in a row. He'll be in.
So, is it safe to say then, because when we're recording this, episode 11 is about to come out realistically
2 days,
2 days tomorrow almost. So I'm gonna edit 11.
Okay.
So from this episode 12 and on, is it going to go to you or Dylan to edit?
Yeah, it should.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think at this point forward, now that it's on its own channel and everything, either Dad or Dylan will take over the editing, and I'll take over the YouTube side or the building side of it.
Well, that'll take a lot of work off of your plate, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is a lot. So yeah, no. I originally started off that the podcast was going to be my baby. So this weekend we're going to be camping. So work with me for another 1 or 2 of these things.
Oh yeah.
And then either myself or Dylan will take the podcast off your plate.
Even like the setup portion of it was scary at first, but now we've got it down.
Oh, I got this part all down. We can set
down.
this up, the mic check, all this stuff. This is easy.
Yeah.
And I think you've learned a lot on the editing side too, that you can help me speed it up and all that kind of good
100%.
stuff. And as long as we don't go ping, 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 we'll be okay.
I'll do it, dude. Don't worry. I'll do it too. Oh, we'll wait for one that Dylan's gonna edit, and then we'll screw him.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll dig Dylan too. So for you Dylan fans out there, Dylan will be back next week with us, and we harass him a lot, but we miss him. It's just this is supposed to be for the 3 of us, and totally get why he's out. But he'll be back next week, and so that's good. So. Well, let's get him caught up, dude. What has been going on these last 7 days, Kyle?
Well, last weekend We not even last weekend, dude. My time frame's all jacked up. So it's Wednesday right now.
Dude, we just got back.
Yeah, really, we did. So Friday night after work, we loaded up in the truck and we went to what seems to be our second home.
We're there a lot.
We drove to San Hollow again.
Woohoo! Without a Jeep.
Without a Jeep again. So we've never first time we went to San Hollow was last
spring break
for our underground fab sticker meetup and wheel that we did, which was a lot of fun.
Met a lot of cool people.
Met a lot of cool people.
So we met Nate.
A lot of you guys, yeah.
Yep. Met
So
Kate.
I know a lot of you guys want to do it again. We'll work on it. But that was the first time we ever went to San Hollow. We went again in March for Matt's.
Oh, that's right. Matt's Off-Road.
Then we went again in May
for
BuiltCon. And then we went again in May again for, was it the end of May? Yeah, it was like the last day. It was
a couple days ago.
Yeah, so the end of May again for some 42-inch tires.
That's right. We picked up some 42s, and I think we mentioned this on the last one. Joey went and picked them up for us.
Yep.
And so Joey was cool. Another one who we met when we went up to San Hollow.
Yeah.
So it's really cool, and I know we said this before, but to meet these people now in person from Instagram and how they become our friends, to where Joey and I don't know if Joey's dad went. We got to meet Joey's dad and Joey's mom and the dogs. And but I mean, they went over, they picked up the tires for us, stored them at the house for a week, right? Inspected them all for us. And then so me, you, and Dylan jumped in the truck, like you said, Friday, and off we went.
Can we just talk about how cool the off-road community is too? Because we didn't meet Joey prior to our run last April on the UGF sticker meetup and wheel.
And he just kind of showed up, right?
And yeah, so I'm trying to like flashback and remember. I don't think, Joey, if you're listening to this and I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I don't think I ever talked to Joey prior to that. I think he maybe RSVP'd to the event, was like, hey, I'm going to try and make it. Maybe that was the extent of our conversation before then. But we were wheeling, we were on Mitts, I think, Mitts Mile, and Jeremiah El Viejo, he broke, what did he do? He blew the axles out of his Jeep, right?
He did, yeah. Right at the beginning of the day.
Yeah, like middle of the day, but first day 1 of 3. And so we're trying to recover him on and on and on. And all of a sudden, this little silver LJ shows up on the top of the hill, and it was Joey. He just kind of like showed up. And I was asking, I was like, how did you like find us? Like, you didn't even, he's like, oh, I'm local. I knew you guys were on Mitt, so I just figured I'd just kind of head north or whatever, and I'd eventually run into you guys. And he did that 3 different times that weekend. Every day he would just show up at a random time and, hey guys, I'm here now. It's like, how do you keep finding us?
But didn't he even have to take off one day, like in the middle of the trail, to go let the dogs out or something?
Yes.
We were moving around, and then he found us again. He popped back up.
That was 777s. That was when I blew my radiator.
That's right.
That was when I blew my radiator.
Yeah. So he knows the area real well.
He knows the area real well, but we didn't know this guy. So he just showed up then, hung out a little bit. And after the trip, we saved Utah.
That's right. We talked about that. We put the fire out.
So we went to dinner with him and Cade. And then I did a sticker for him a couple weeks after the trip. And that was the extent of how much I know Joey. And this, realistically, this stranger that I barely know still, totally, we paid for the tires, picked up, knew what would be almost $4,000 of the tires, stored it in his house, gave us the address to his house so we could drive all the way out there, somewhat strangers, and pick up these tires. The off-road community is just crazy, man.
They're fantastic. And he had to drive like 20 minutes. Oh, yeah. So, it was an hour and a half, probably round trip for him. And I mean, then we pulled up, had him inside the garage. Yeah. Didn't park him alongside the house. Helped us load us up. They got a really cool garage. Man, the parents, mom and dad, were super cool people. He was a sheriff deputy out here in Palmdale, retired. I think they said like 2 or 3 years ago. They built a beautiful home up there, right on the mountaintop out there. Gorgeous, great people. He's got a sick Jeep as well. Oh yeah. His JK is really, really cool. Joey was working on a radiator, and just nice people. I mean, we don't even know these people. Like, hey, we got water, we got energy drinks. You want coffee? You want soda? I mean, just opened right up. We don't even know these people.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he just showed up at our event in San Hollow, so we knew him a little bit from there, but we didn't like hang out with him.
Right.
We went to dinner with him real quick, but other than that, it's just been communication back and forth, a little bit over text and mostly off Instagram, and you can trust the community. It's really cool.
But this goes back to where we first started with this whole thing, and that is just this community.
oh yeah,
I mean, we have not in our circle or in the Jeep community or off road. There's a certain group that's a little weird. Where's the jerk? We haven't run into any problems. You know, people always help each other out. I mean, if anybody we knew hit us up and said, "Hey, whatever, there's a set of tires in LA. Would you guys go down and take a peek at them? And if they look good, pick them up for us." We'd do it in a heartbeat.
I think we are doing that actually.
Oh, yeah, not a big deal.
I think we're taking a set of 40s to Trail Hero for Cade.
Beautiful. For Cade?
For Cade.
Oh, I don't know about Cade.
I don't know. He might change his
I
mind.
don't know about Cade.
He should do 40.
Oh, wait a minute. Cade's going baby 40s?
40s. It's for his
Oh.
grandpa's Jeep though.
Oh, we're not going to make fun of Grandpa.
No, that Jeep's sick.
Okay, we're okay.
But
Oh, you dodged a bullet, Cade.
He was going back and forth, but I think he landed on. I gotta double check with him. I think he landed on a set of KR3. So when we get close to that time frame, because you can get those for like 100. Clint bought some. I might buy. He bought 8 of these the other day.
Oh,
For $100 a piece. So I might go buy 4 of them off him because I'm getting kind of low on some of mine. But you can get these cheap, but you can't get them in Colorado because there's no race teams out there. So he might have us bring out 4 or 5 of them for his grandpa's Jeep. So
oh, that'd be cool. We'll do it for a
Kinda the
burrito.
same
We'll do it for a burrito.
for a burrito,
He's got that burrito place out there. That's good.
you get the nacho cheese on top.
It's good stuff, man. but that's the cool thing, right? It's like no matter what happens with this community, whether we've got phone calls to come dig somebody out. They've been stuck, broke down, flat tire. Years ago when you were in high school, one of your buddies broke an axle. You know, Bob, our buddy of ours, loaned us a tow truck, came out, picked you guys up. And that is the beautiful part of this community, of what we've grown to really, truly love.
I think it's first of all, the community is full of great people, but there's also that, everybody's in that boat at some point. Rubicon, when you broke,
Oh, yeah.
I know you were mortified.
I was
There was no reason to be mortified because you were like, "Oh, I ruined everybody's trip, this and that." But it's gonna happen to me. It kind of did happen to me.
Well-
It happened to Clint the same trip. It's gonna happen to everybody at some point. At some point, everybody's going to quote unquote ruin the trip for everybody.
And that's what everybody
part of
said. And we've been on those trips where the trips have been, I don't want to use the word ruined, but ended.
Right.
And we've always supported it. But when you're in the driver's seat, when
there's no
when
question.
you're the one that causes it with a break, I didn't do anything stupid or nothing, just broke. But no, it's mortifying. But everybody rallied around. Nobody was flipped out. Malcolm,
Does that
drove-
light click on only when there's movement out there?
Which light?
The security lights?
Oh,
It just kicked on right now.
well, it's too early for the sirens.
We're about to get mugged.
Oh, it could get killed. Malcolm drove all the way from Canada.
Yeah.
And Jason, it was his first time bucket list. And we made it literally 2 miles in. Now that we got this podcast on a separate channel, we'll get into that whole thing.
That's easy an hour long episode.
Yeah. But we still had a great time. Everybody was super supportive. Everybody jumped in to get my Jeep glued back together to get it off the trail. We still did pizza night. It was Mannix's birthday. We still had the birthday night. We got a great campsite up on one of the little cliffs there.
It was a very scenic spot to break.
It was. Listen, it's a great spot, and we still had a great weekend. Nobody was shook up. Nobody was upset. But when you're in the driver's seat, I was mortified.
There's no
it was
question.
awful. But you're right. Everybody's going to have their turn in the barrel.
Everybody takes a turn.
Everybody takes a turn in
The
the
very
barrel.
next year at Rubicon, mine wasn't as bad, but I had what we thought was the ignition
Oh, the
issue.
ignition switch problem.
That ended up being the TCM, but that was a constant battle of the day getting out. Now the difference was I was able to do the whole trip up to it. It was the day we were leaving that it was an issue, but still it turned what could have been a 30-minute drive out of the trail into a whole day.
Right.
And we did lose, so we lost a day of wheeling, but it was a nightmare. But it's gonna happen to everybody at some point. Every single person, if you do any sort of wheeling, it's guaranteed to happen to someone to you at some point.
Yeah,
Not
there's
if
no
it's all right.
question. And in the circle we run in is really, really cool because nobody gets excited.
No.
Nobody's upset. Everybody's, like I said, jumped in, and yeah, no, it's awesome. You know what, man? We know some really really cool people.
We do.
We really do. We know a lot of cool people. So again, thank you, Joey, and your mom and dad for the hospitality that day, picking up those tires for us. But yeah, these tires are absolutely massive. I mean, you can see them behind us here, I think. And
Well, with the frame just about on the ground and the tires next to it, it's halfway up the windshield frame.
oh yeah,
They're almost as tall as the
Oh, yeah.
entire Jeep.
you're gonna edit this one, right?
A little bit.
Okay, so look at Dylan standing next to the tires. Ping. They're almost as tall as Dylan.
Wait, no, we were just saying either you or Dylan's gonna edit this one. I'm doing 11. This is 12.
Oh man, I just pinged myself.
You just pinged
I
yourself.
just pinged myself. But yeah, so tires are massive for this thing, right?
They are.
They're crazy. But yeah, so back to last Friday. So I had to take mom to the doctor, get her stitches out real quick. So she got her stitches out of her foot. Jumped back up here to Palmdale. We pulled out of here probably like 5:30, 5:15?
Yeah, it was like right after 5.
It was right
pretty
after 5
close.
o'clock. And off we went. We flew out there. I mean, we had no
Stopped
issue.
in Vegas.
Oh, that's right.
We
You sold the
stopped in Vegas.
lights.
So car guy math. We sold the lights. Well, we're
That's right.
talking about price and all this. So we bought the tires for $1,500,
Right.
which
Smoking deal. And they're
which-
like brand new.
they're like brand new. Like they're 90% tread,
Oh,
95% tread,
Easy.
and no patches, no plugs, nothing. And it's a 42 1350 20 DOT Nitto Trail Grappler. Like, find me those tires at that price point. Brand new, they're 900 and change a piece, plus tax. Plus, you have to freight them wherever you're going.
Yeah, and they're heavy.
And they're heavy.
Yeah, so it's
they're
gonna
over
cost.
100 pounds a piece. So I feel like we ripped these tires.
We
And
did.
on the way out, I was talking to a guy about my lights, and he happened to be in Vegas. Long story, but we met up with him in Vegas, just outside Vegas, and dropped off my carbon HIDs, which we sold for $900.
That's right.
That just about covered more than half the tires.
Oh yeah.
So I think it was a win. It was a good
It was
trip.
a huge win. But man, it was quick, dude. I mean, we literally flew up there, stayed at the old Quality Inn out there, which is becoming our home base.
Yeah, it's a nice hotel though.
It's nice, cheap, good location. Whipped in there. We got up there? What? Well, the time changed. I think we rolled in there midnight, 11 o'clock.
It was about 11.
About 11 o'clock. Yeah, because Vegas was a quick stop. We stopped in Barstow, got a burger. You and Dylan got those triple freaking Western bacon cheeseburgers.
No. I ordered a double.
Oh, the Dylan was like, I want a triple.
And Dylan's like, I want a triple. And then you're like, okay, we'll take 2 triples. I was like, oh, you're doing one? And then you ordered a single. I was like, oh, you ordered me a triple.
Yeah, that's right. You can't let your brother go alone.
It was a lot of meat. It was probably too much.
So just those quick little stops. And yeah, we buzzed up there real quick. We rolled in about 11 o'clock, I guess. We were probably lights out. Well, I was out. I was tired. Probably midnight. I know you were editing. So you crashed out about what, 1?
2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So then we were up at 7. Met up with Joey at 8. Hung out with him for 45 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Probably just kind of shooting the shit a little bit. Hit the road. And man, we were tracking good time. I mean, because you get out in Utah. Oh yeah, it is Utah. Some of the spots out there is 80 miles an hour. You cover a lot of ground 80 miles an hour.
You realize though that most of the people listening to this podcast, that's normal.
Well, that's true.
For us, it's 65.
Yeah.
55 if you're towing.
Well, yeah. Well, that was what's nice. We weren't towing.
Yeah.
So we were just in the truck. So we were boogieing. So we're flying, coming back. Everything's groovy. It's put our ETA back into Palmdale at 1 o'clock. So we're like all stoked. We're going to have all day. Well, that was Saturday. Yeah. I mean, this is going to be less than 24 hours. And then, so we're cruising and we're watching the map, and all of a sudden it goes from like 3 hours and 45 minutes home, 4:45, 5:45, 6 hours. I'm like, what is going on? And just so for those of you who have ever driven this, soon as you get past state line, there's a checkpoint, agricultural checkpoint. What do you think it is?
Coming into California.
What do you think it's about 5 miles from state line, maybe?
If that.
Less, 5 miles max. We were stuck there for over 2 hours. There was a semi truck
Overturned.
that overturned. So it went down to one lane. Truck was on its side. They're out there cutting the truck apart because they're literally shoveling out and moving all of the cargo.
Now, the thing I don't understand is they could have very, very, very easily have taken the new truck that was taking the cargo to continue the shipment.
Right.
put it on the side of the road, loaded it.
Right. Well,
But instead, they burned 2 lanes.
well, the wrecker was there. So again, I don't know what the theory is, but why could, like what you were saying, why couldn't they just grab that wrecker, grab the trailer, and just drag it off into the desert?
It's already totaled. It's ripped over.
It's done. They're cutting the thing apart. It's not going anywhere.
Right.
Flip the truck up. The truck was already on its wheels.
Right.
It was just facing backwards. Get that thing out of there. Drag the trailer off and unload the thing in the dirt
On the side of the road. Right.
Well, that makes too much sense.
Right. So it went from
Well, you know why? Because it was on the California side.
Okay, that's accurate.
It was on the California side. I bet you if it
That's
happened on the
accurate.
Nevada side, they would have yanked that thing over there.
Oh yeah.
They would have cleaned that thing up. Thing would have been out of there in probably 25 minutes.
Oh yeah. I guarantee they're still unloading that truck right
They're
now.
probably, yeah, you're right. Caltrans getting paid. Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
California thing. I guarantee it.
CHP, everybody. Oh yeah.
But it was a nightmare. So we didn't end up rolling back into Palmdale till 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I mean, no, I got home at 5. So I think we got back here at 4. So literally it was a 24-hour turnaround.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
24 hours.
Yeah.
Up
That's
and
a
back.
lot. That's a lot.
It's a lot. Well, we were originally gonna go.
Especially when 12 hours that's driving. More than 12
Oh,
hours
man.
that's driving.
Oh yeah. Well, it's all driving.
Yeah.
Because we were originally gonna get up early Saturday morning, just bonsai up.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, you know what? Let's just go up there. I mean, literally, I think with tax and everything and our AAA disc, $120 for our room. And it's nice to go up there and just, we got 7 hours of sleep. Otherwise, we would have just been hammered.
Yeah.
We'd have just been hammered. So no, scored to 42s. So they're sitting behind us. Plus, I think Nittos look great.
They are. I loved the Nittos on my Jeep. When I had them on 37s, I had 0 complaints about the tires aside from the weight.
Yeah. Well, and that's why we
my
took them off
Jeep-
mine.
Right. And on our Jeeps with the V6s, well, yours a V6, mine's an inline 6. It's just every pound is crucial. And I was able to go to a 40-inch BFG on my Jeep. So I went up 3 inches in tire size, went to a sticky, and it's like 20 pounds of tire lighter, and I feel it. So mine drives better on 40s. With that being said, I did love my Nittos though.
Yeah. They look good. They're a great looking tire.
They are.
They're a great looking tire. It's going to look ridiculous on the donkey back
Yeah.
there. So yeah, so we picked that up. What else happened yesterday, Kyle?
Yesterday.
What did we order yesterday, Kyle?
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. So okay. So hold on. So today we started welding the cab back together on the donkey, and we need to start like really ripping through this cab and getting it welded back together. So the goal is to have it fully welded. I'm hoping by the end of next week, but realistically, it'll probably bleed into the week after that because we ordered our Motobilt Dana 60 front truss.
Yep.
So we got to get that axle to sandblast so we can start working
We
on
got to do that tomorrow.
Yes. We got our Motobilt 14-bolt rear truss.
Yep.
And we got our Motobilt belly kit for the donkey.
And
Motobilt belly kit for my Jeep.
ooh, big day yesterday.
So we're going to be busy.
We got some work to do, baby.
So the donkey's got the belly kit coming. We figured this was the best route to go because it figures all your suspension geometry, frame side, works it out. My Jeep wheel's great. It unloads like crazy on climbs. So I'm doing it on my Jeep to kind of fix that. With that being said, we know this kit works. We know the geometry is right. We know how to set up the geometry axle side. So we're able to take this belly kit, which is your subframe that goes left to right. Your transfer case that's right above it. We bought a little subframe kit for that. And that will let us locate our frame rails because it's for a TJ. So we're going to have a TJ belly kit on our CJ5. The TJ frames are slightly angled and they narrow towards the front. So once we have that belly kit, we can lay it underneath the cab of the Jeep once it's welded, hopefully next week or two, and lay our first 2 frame rails of the center section for the cab.
How exciting is that going to be?
Yeah,
dude?
so we can then, in probably one night really, tack the frame rail to the Motobilt belly kit, put it under the cab, and possibly make body mounts and mount it all. I think if we have probably a Wednesday night after work, and then like that Saturday, and have the cab mounted on frame rails.
That is
in the next couple
so
weeks.
exciting, man.
Oh yeah,
It's so exciting. Yeah. So parts coming. I know we already brought that up. We've got the LS over here. We put that on the engine stand today so we can start stripping that thing down, getting that thing going. So I really think that over the next couple of months, this thing's going to really start to take shape. I mean, just what we did tonight.
Oh yeah.
Just we did 3 hours tonight over here, and
a lot of it was squaring up the cab. getting it symmetrical and square and right, and then tacking it. So it looks like a cab now.
And it, like you said earlier, it's sitting on its own weight back there.
Sitting on its own weight. There's no vice grips holding the back of the cab together. Like it's not fully welded, but it's together.
It's
like
close.
it's its own.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
one piece now.
Yeah.
So no, it's exciting. There's a lot of moving pieces, and once that belly kit comes in, it's really going to start moving quick.
Yeah, it's super
And we're
cool.
gonna have to burn a weekend on that to do mine.
That's right. Yeah, because that can't be down. Because we got to do some wheeling.
Yeah, I don't want 2 Jeeps down. So
No.
mine, I'm gonna be ripping all the links out of mine, cutting all the links off axle side, putting the belly kit in it. I'm going to remove all the shocks, lay the Jeep as low as humanly possible, probably cut and tunnel the floor so the axle comes into the rear floorboards, or I guess what would be the bed of the trunk. See how low that I can get me. I'm thinking I can drop my Jeep 2 or 3 or 4 inches or so,
Which will be massive.
massive. So I'll probably end up splitting the difference. So it'll probably go down 2 inches, and then I'll use the other 2 inches for up travel. Because right now, looking at it, I only have like 4 inches of up travel, not a whole lot. And then that'll make me have to cut up my rear truss and like countersink the bump pads and the coilovers and everything else in it. So it's gonna be a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I'll come out of it knowing that the geometry is going to be dialed in on my Jeep. That Motobilt belly kit's going to make it
Plus,
way
Dan gave you a
easier.
lot of pointers too.
Dan gave me a lot of pointers with where to weld them on the axle side. So it'll be lower. The links are going to be nearly flat. It'll have more ground clearance because the links will be tucked up a little bit higher. And yeah, I think I'm going to cut the rear corner armor a little different too. Since it'll be lower, I have to cut it. I think I'm going to square them off.
Really?
I think so. I've seen a couple people do it. I like the round look.
I think it looks good like that.
Yeah, I mean, well, I have to recut them regardless because it's going to sit lower.
Plus you got to cut them out because you got to get ready for 42s.
You and Kate need to stop.
Kate's still busting chops about 44s.
Dude, okay, again, my 40s, those are the lightest tire that I know of, at least lightest name brand good tire that I know of. To jump to a 42, those have got to be 30, 40 pounds heavier than my 40s.
But hey,
mine as it is does 55 miles an hour on the freeway.
Hey, but hopefully in the next couple of months, next few months, hopefully things are be changing, and maybe we can put a little LS in that thing over there.
I would love to dump 10 grand and put an LS in
my 10 grand, holy moly.
To then in 4 years it all get unwound and be told, oh, by the way, you're gonna go to jail.
You're killing the people.
California. Yeah.
Go get your license to kill your mouse.
Oh yeah, at least that's smog exempt. They can't make us rip the motor out of that. I could put an LS in that, and then in 4 years the law gets reversed.
Nah, you got the idea of that. Put a stroker in that thing.
I'll do a stroker.
Put a stroker and call it a day.
But even with a stroker, it's gonna struggle to move 42s.
Nah, but your Jeep, honestly, I don't know, man. I mean, we've seen TJs with 42s, but your Jeep just looks right like that.
I love the way it looks. I really do.
Yeah.
So I'll have to cut the rear quarter armor probably 2 or 3 inches higher, just to clear the tires bumping higher since it's gonna be lower.
Right.
But otherwise it'll look a lot the same, just lower. But I'm really excited because I wish that Jeep was lower. That was my biggest headache with that Jeep.
Right. Well, but it'd be cool because once we get this thing all welded up and done, and it'll be a nice change of pace, I think, to kind of try a different flavor and jump on your Jeep real quick.
For sure.
And, because we get that, because don't forget, we got the mini deer back there too. We got to get working on.
Yeah.
We got some parts for that in.
Yeah.
So we're starting to gather up. So we're just out of time.
We're out of time.
That's what it boils down to, because we do all of this stuff on all of our own time and on our free time. And we don't have a lot of it. We don't have a lot of it.
We were very busy people
before
doing stuff pretty much every weekend before the YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. We could legitimately, we have enough work for months to probably just, if we were gonna like not go to our job and just work on this all day every day, we could still stay busy.
Oh, there's no question.
We have a lot of stuff to do.
We got a lot of stuff to do. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be great content for the YouTube stuff. Plus we're learning a lot. Not only are we learning how to fabricate more and build stuff and do all this stuff, we're learning all this technology stuff.
Yeah.
So it's been a wild, I mean, what did we start this thing? 3 months now? 2.5 months ago? What is it?
I was really thinking about that last night. It's like let's hold on. It was Matt's. Matt's was in March. So March, April, May, 4 months.
So we're
Three
3 months. We're in our fourth month.
We're in our fourth month. So in 3 months, now we've been talking about doing podcasts for like 2 years.
Oh yeah.
So
we bought all this stuff over 2 years ago.
Right. So, but realistically, let's say 4 months ago, we were talking, hey, we need to start the podcast thing. I've been wanting to do the YouTube thing for years.
Right.
And my whole thought process was we do so many cool things, Jeep related, not Jeep related, that I would watch what we're doing on YouTube. But it's really, really, really hard to YouTube stuff when you're the only one videoing.
Right.
Because you go off road. It's like the Calico video. Like I can get, like, if you guys go back on the Underground Fab YouTube page, the first video on there, I think it's the first one, Calico video. It was a cool video and it did really good. You were able to get a couple shots of my Jeep, but it's like, okay, I can't video myself. Dylan helped me video too, but it was like, I go up the trail, stop, hike all the way back, video everybody else come through there, stop traffic, hike all the way back. Like it's really hard.
Even tonight we ran into a problem where we needed Dylan.
Yeah, well, there was stuff we couldn't video because I needed a second hand.
Yeah, you need to take out. Well, that was what's nice when we went up to the BuiltCom is I did the filming, so I was able to get out. But if my Jeep would have been there, we wouldn't have had any.
Wouldn't be able to do it. So that's where like the YouTube's like I've been wanting to do it, but it just logistically didn't make sense. Well, okay, Dylan's in on it now. Dylan doesn't have a Jeep right now, at least. So if we go wheeling, you and I are wheeling, Dylan can hop between cars and video and stuff, and it makes sense. And when he does get a Jeep, or when the donkey's done, then we'll probably just end up sacrificing one Jeep per trip.
That's what's going to happen.
So,
or just break it up. I'll video today, you video tomorrow, whatever. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but with 3 people, you can actually get shots now.
Yeah.
So it was like 4 months ago. It was like, hey, we really got to do this podcast thing. And I really, really, really want to do YouTube. So from that 3-4 months ago to now, we have 2 channels, like 4 social media pages. We bought a car.
Right. Bought a bunch of parts.
Sourced
them.
We bought an LS. We've driven to Utah 3 times.
Right.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work,
and
man.
This all came out of nowhere. This is all over just like 3 months ago. We should do this. We really dove into the deep end.
But you know what? We're still swimming forward, man.
We are.
We haven't missed a beat and still digging it. Even today, it was like, we talked about it. Was it last Saturday? No, not last Saturday. Saturday before we had to force ourselves to come over. We were both not feeling good, tired, but I was all fired up about coming over here tonight.
And I was until we spent all day outside. And then I towards the end of the day, I was like, I don't want to do it, but I had fun tonight.
It was like 96 today. You spent longer on the lot, but we spent 4 hours outside today in that heat.
Because I was out there all morning.
Yeah.
And then all afternoon. So I was excited, but then like I said,
the heat will suck the life out of you.
I was like, I just want to go home and die.
Yeah, the heat will suck. But we accomplished a lot tonight.
We did.
And just seeing this thing back here is really super exciting. So, hey, got a huge congratulations for you too. Something else happened this week.
Oh, yeah.
Something you have been working on for years.
8 or 9 years. I think it's about to hit 9 years.
And what happened, Kyle?
I hit 10,000.
Woo, yeah, right. You know what? Here, I got to hit the button for that one. Hold on.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
What about them over there?
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Congratulations on the 10K, buddy.
That was 3. So my Jeep was still on jack stands, which it came off October of 24 or 23. October 23. October of 23. So for 3 years now, more than 3 years now, I've been floating from like 9,300 up. So I had a great push when I was working on my Jeep. I had the algorithm figured out. I was even making a little bit of money on Instagram, enough to at least pay for my truck's insurance and registration. And I was growing. And as soon as I was about to finish the Jeep, Instagram flipped their algorithm. And since then, I have moved 500 followers in 3 years.
Ugh.
Which is horrendous. And then a couple of weeks ago, I was within 10 or 11.
Yeah, and they did the big purge.
They did a purge. So I went backwards like 70 followers. So I had to regrow them again, but I'm at 10,000. We even
holding steady too.
Holding steady. Katie even went through and like unfollowed and I unfollowed to make sure I wasn't like 10,000 exact and it was going to dip back down. So if a couple people unfollow me, I'm at 10,000. I'm safe. I'm in the green.
Congratulations,
I
dude.
know,
You've been working really
10,000.
hard on that, man.
9 years. That's dumb.
I know. Well, it's funny because the last couple of nights you were so close, and I'd always look and I would be like, "You're 3 away. You're 3 away." And then you were like, "Oh, you lost one." And then you were 2 away. Then you were 1 away.
Then I lost one.
And then you lost one.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
you finally hit it, man. So
Yeah.
big deal. So, man, overall, a great 7 days, man.
Yeah.
So congrats on the 10K, buddy.
I think our YouTube's doing decent. I forgot to get the numbers. Actually, it's open. If you go to the first window on the computer,
Yeah.
I think we're like 330 something now.
I think we were 3. This one?
Yeah. So go up, click on the top right, the little red and yellow UGF.
Over here.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't have my glasses on, dude.
Right there. Go to view page.
Here?
Yeah.
View channel.
Yep.
We have 335.
335.
335.
Push. We
That's
were
not bad.
319 last week. I
Something
think.
like that, yeah.
So it's a decent push.
Something like that. So yeah, so it's moving.
Overall, pretty good.
It's moving.
Yeah.
So overall, good week. Few changes. We're going to stay the course. This weekend, we're heading to the Kern River. It's going to be fun. We're going to go white water rafting on Sunday. That'd be cool. So, well, Melissa's never done it, but we did it with Katie. We went a couple years ago for Katie's birthday. Oh, Katie's birthday's this month. Yeah, got a big June birthday for her. We're clicking away. We're 30 days away, I think, or 28 days away from our family vacation this year. So that'll be cool. So overall, things are good, man.
Yep.
Things are good. So what else we got to talk about?
I think that's a wrap.
Should we wrap this bad boy up and head
We
home?
should wrap it up 'cause it's
Saddle
getting
home.
late.
It's getting late,
It's
man.
10 o'clock.
Is it seriously 10
It's
o'clock?
10 o'clock.
Oh shit, I gotta drive, man. Stay at your place tonight. All right. So hey, once again, 2 channels, Underground Fabrication. That's going to be all the build stuff, all the fun stuff. And then Underground Pod will be the podcast with us idiots over here talking, telling stories. And we're going to get some into some personal stuff and some family
You
stuff.
have a lot of stories.
I guess some pretty cool stories.
You have a lot of stories.
I guess some pretty cool stories.
And I'm pretty excited that we can kind of deep dive more into that now because you have some out there stories.
Yeah, I've had some stuff. So yeah, but it'll be fun to dive into that. So again, for those of you who enjoy the podcast, if you could please just again jump over to the other side there, watch them all through for us. That'll help us up on the old YouTube channel and get our numbers up there.
Don't unsubscribe to the other channel.
No, heavens
Stay
no,
there.
heavens no.
Stay there. We don't
Stay
wanna
the
go
course, stay the
backwards.
course, stay the course.
Nothing's gonna change. Same YouTube plan for both the Fab and for the Pod. Nothing changes except it's 2 channels now.
It's 2
So
channels.
Don't freak out.
We're growing so fast we had to get to another channel.
Sure.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, let's wrap this thing up, buddy.
Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe on here. If you guys can go back and just play the other videos, the old videos in the background again, hey, we're gonna go jeeping. Cool. Put on your phone in your cup holder, leave it alone. That's cool. But thank you guys for watching.
That's it. And we will catch you next week, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.